Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Passive Class. This is Lee Murray, and you are on day 6, and we're going to go through, this is video 11. So welcome to it, and we're going to talk about blogging today. Now, this is something where, I don't want to take up 100 hours of your time teaching you all things blogging. So again, I will direct you to my online startup, which you can access via this button, so that you can go in and watch Chuck's videos on Authority platform. Okay, and he's going to talk you through and show you how to set up a blog from scratch. All right, so we're not going to reinvent the wheel here. Now, when it comes to actually blogging, there are many different strategies. It just depends on you and what type of person you are. Are you a good writer? Do you love to write? I mean, is that your kind of bread and butter? Is it a passion of yours? If so, then you can blog about, if you want to go with the passive class route and promote passive class and go with the full meal deal that I'm offering you, then you'll be blogging obviously about internet marketing or making money online or working from home or, making money as a single parent, whatever angle you want to take. It's all gonna come down to the same thing. You're gonna need to know how to write about making money. Okay, and if you're not making money online, specifically making money online, if you're not making money online, then that's going to be a problem when it comes to blogging, because then what are you going to do? Are you just going to jack other people's information, not even knowing if their information is all that valid? And what I mean by that is, are you going to just like do a Google search and then, or, find what people are saying on forums and kind of just regurgitate information that may or may not be accurate? That's not what I recommend. What I recommend is something called the breakfast in bed strategy. Okay, and that's where you go and you find marketers who are already proven to be successful and they have successful YouTube channels. Okay, and then you embed those YouTube channels into a blog post and then write about it. Write about the video you watched. So what I like to do, and I'll demonstrate this for you in just a moment. Let me pause this video. All right, so here's our passive class traffic blog. And that's what I'm doing with this blog. I'm doing, and I know internet marketing, right? But in the case of traffic, I'm not a traffic expert. I've gotten most of my traffic from having affiliates promote stuff for me, okay? So, and I've gotten some traffic from solo ads. I've gotten a lot of like free organic traffic and traffic from Craigslist and stuff like that. But mainly, it's been all email traffic. And more specifically from affiliates promoting my my offers, like my funnels and done for you stuff like that. So so I'm not a traffic expert. I know of traffic strategies, but I can't say that I've delved into them and used them to great effect. If I had, I'd probably be a multi-millionaire right now instead of a 10 to 100,000aire, right? But we're working on it. All right, we're working on it. So what I do with this process, and this is what I encourage you to do as well, is I simply, and I'm going to be releasing my Breakfast in Bed 3 course very soon. It's going to be far and away the best course I've ever created. Okay, it's going to blow the first 2 out of the water, because there I was doing like some free social marketing and everything. We're going to stop dabbling and we're going to start getting seriously serious. Okay, but what sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. So what I'm doing right now, and this is what I encourage you to do, this is what I'm going to encourage you to do in Breakfast in Bed 3, is to actually do skeletons. I'm going to call them skeletons, and I want you to do 30 skeletons. So I want you to embed 30 videos, no written content yet. Now this one I have actually written content on. I'll show it to you. But there's like a step. We want to get 30 of these done at a time. I was originally calling this Dirty 30, but well, I was originally calling it Breakfast in Bed, and then I moved on to Dirty 30 because of the number 30. There's a specific reason for that number, but that's just, I'm not going to confuse people. I'm just going to go back to the brand of Breakfast in Bed. I like it better. So I wrote a little pretext, but the first thing I did was embed the video. And then I went in and started adding all of this stuff after the fact, okay? And so I give a little intro to the video, and then here's the video. And then what I would do is I would go to edit post, right? And I did that in a new tab, and then I would play the video and write down what he was saying, like right here in the editor, right in my WordPress editor. Okay, I'll even show you that. So I would go in new tab, right? And then I just came over here, played the video as he was talking. I was doing kind of like shorthand notes, right? And then what I did is I went back to the beginning of the video, played it again, and continued writing shorthand notes and like picking up where he left off, or where I had left off in my note taking and all of that stuff. And I just kind of like built things out, and then I just crafted it into article form. And then I actually, like, I'm going crazy with this blog because I want my posts to rank, right? I've never really put too heavy of an emphasis on SEO where blogging is concerned. I usually treat my blog posts as monetized landing pages to send my email list to, which is still what we're going to do with Breakfast in Bed, right? But, and that's what I would encourage you to do with your email list. As you're growing it, send it back to your blog. So, you know, you can have this monetized with CPA offers, AdSense, things like that. And so even if like you're buying solo ads and building your list with solo ads, and say a lot of these people aren't buyers, well, they're probably still clickers, right? So you can still make money from them, from AdSense clicks and things like that. And so, you know, the wider of a net you can cast. And this is why I love having a blog, because there's so many different opportunities to make money under one roof. And then you just send people to your blog post and let them choose their own adventure, right? And no matter which adventure they choose, you've either got a chance to get paid or you're guaranteed to get paid if it's something like AdSense, okay, or any other kind of ad network like that. Sorry, my cats, they're like shedding like crazy, and they come up and rub on my face while I'm like getting work done. Sometimes I work, you know, in bed, and they'll just rub on me. And then I get hair up my nose, and it stays with me for a while. So if you see me playing with my nose a lot, that's the situation. All right, so I'm not going to go through this. I mean, you can go to this post, passiveclasstraffic.com, udemy-solo-ads-review, okay? And you can read it and see how I did it. And then you can watch the video. And then what I do is whatever affiliate program, whatever program they talk about in the video, I link to it here. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly ethical to do, unless they're doing a full-on product review. Okay, if they're like straight up reviewing a product and telling you if it's worth your investment, if it's not worth your investment, something like that, I'm not going to put their video on my site if it's a review video, right? I'm not going to hijack them in that way. But if it's just an educational video, like in here, that it's kind of a tutorial and he's talking about how he selects vendors and things like that, then I'm happy to put my own affiliate link under the video. And in exchange, he's getting more views to his video, and people can always click the little YouTube icon and go visit his channel. They can subscribe to him. I'm introducing the world to him, and in exchange, every once in a while, I might earn an affiliate commission. Okay. He also mentioned other resources like ClickFunnels, which I did the same thing with. And then I am linking people to Passive Class itself, which is mine. Okay, and then I do a recap of the video. Here's my notes. I put in some graphics. I link them. Dude, if this seems like a lot of work to you, it kind of is. Welcome to the world of working online. That's what you got to do if you want to make money online. You got to work online. Here's the difference between this and a job. The difference is, once you build this, you've got an asset that, I mean, it'll take a while to get search engine rankings, but we're going to start getting search engine traffic, and that traffic's going to come in for years, like long after the sting of the labor has worn off, right? After you know, we're in relaxation mode, all the work is done, it's a distant memory, we forgot how much it sucked to do the work, right? We're still getting paid every day as a result of the effort that we're putting in now. So do it. I recommend blogging I recommend it to everybody. Even if you're a newbie, even if you're a beginner, even if you don't want to do a lot of content like I do, okay, even if you're not going to get those SEO search engine benefits, it still gives you great places to send your list traffic. As you're building your email list, you load up your emails, your done for you email, your not done for you, your follow-up emails into your autoresponder. And I promise it's not COVID. And send a lot of those. I mean, you don't have to send them all to your blog post, but send a good percentage of your follow-up emails to individual blog posts, and you're going to love the results because it's not promotional in nature. You're sharing free content, and your pages just so happen to be monetized. So make sure that you're monetizing your pages or your posts so that you can get paid. And that's even if you don't want to add a lot of written text. I still want you adding a little bit of written text though, okay? Just so that like AdSense will accept you and things like that. But ideally, you'll do what I'm doing, which is adding lots and lots and lots of text. So it becomes a legitimate, bona fide blog post that can get found in the search engines. And it's got a lot of your own DNA in it, okay? And so this is all still just notes from what he was saying. All I was doing was writing down what he was saying in my own words. And then because I'm experienced, I could inject my own opinions here and there. But most of this is just, and then a little humor, right? So this is me. I injected this myself. This wasn't in the video. I put hint. Some vendors offer huge over delivery on your first order. It may be worth it to ask them if they'd be willing to give you that big over delivery percentage on your second order rather than your first. And that's because we're talking about like starting with a small order, and then if it does well, getting a larger order. And we're saying, what I'm saying here, I'm offering a little tip, saying that because a lot of them will give you an incentive, like an over delivery incentive for your first order. We're talking about solo ads. And so I'm saying if you can offer the, you know what I'm saying, right? If you ask them to give you that over delivery on your second order rather than your first, because 40%, for example, on a 100 click order is only 40 extra clicks, but 40% on a 1,000 click order is 400. See how smart I am? Little smiley face, right? Do stuff like that. I want you to inject your own personality if you're able, if you've got decent writing chops. If you don't, then still do what I just said. Still do the embed process and then go from there. But that's not really blogging. That's just creating landing pages. And so I'm not going to give you a tutorial on that right now. Get Breakfast Embed 3 when it launches. Okay? It'll launch before the end of 2020. So well, we don't have to read through everything here, but you can just see it looks a lot longer than it actually is. I mean, as you're listening to somebody speak, it's pretty easy to get a lot of words out of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot of imagination even to do it. So, and I already forgot about writing this. Like, I wrote this probably a week or two ago, and the sting of the labor, as I like to say, is already behind me. I don't even hardly remember writing it. And that's what it'll be like. And you just want to do this like 30, 50, 100 times. Okay? And then have a corresponding email loaded into your follow-up series so that your subscribers can go check out your blog posts. Oh, and by the way, ideally, you will monetize it with your passive class squeeze page link. Okay? And I'm going to have soon, I'm so busy, but soon, really soon, and maybe as you're watching this video, it's already come to fruition, that in the Affiliate Resources Center, there's going to be lots and lots of passive class promotional banners. Okay, so you can send those banners to your squeeze page, build your list, and then load up your email autoresponder with email. In addition to other like swipes you're using, maybe you took me up on my upgrades, maybe you took me up on Email Club. All that stuff is still good stuff, and just stagger things around, right? It's an art, not a science. So you might want to do like our 7 preliminary follow-ups, you might want to make those weekly, right? So they go out once a week for 7 weeks, and then take our 30 done for you, and then have those go out after 1 day after each of our first 7, right? And then you can like load them up into the back end because there's 30 of them. However you want to do it. Okay, but just make sure that you're injecting a lot of emails that just say, hey, check out this latest traffic blog post, or check out this latest blog post, check out this latest video, would even be a better way to word it. As always, we don't charge you for our video to watch the videos. We really want to help, something like that. Here's the link, and then you drop the link to that particular blog post. Pretty simple. And then that blog post is going to have affiliate links, affiliate banners, AdSense ads, whatever the hell else you want to have on there. But most importantly, you still want to have your blog posts monetized with passive class marketing to your squeeze page, because not everybody who ends up on your blog is going to be there because of your email list. Does that make sense? Hope so. Okay. So now I shot my own video. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I shot my own video, and I talked about his, and I actually am putting what he said to the test. And I actually bought 3 solo ads, and now I'm sharing my results, and this is where we're at now. Okay. And so what's cool about this approach, if you decide to like kind of take the video and run with it and then document your results with it, that's kind of getting into my Shiny Object Lemonade training, right? Where you can actually turn a blog post into a monster 3,500 word, almost an ebook, right? And it's exciting because you're actually sharing your real world results, implementing what was shared in the video that you embedded in the first place. So everything centers around this video that you embed, and then it makes creating a monster blog post just so much easier than going out and trying to research your niche and finding other articles on the topic and then jacking some of that content and then trying to reword it in your own words and shit like that. I don't recommend that. I recommend grabbing a free YouTube video, make sure it's a good video, and by that, that's subjective. Make sure you think it's a good video, okay? Make sure you think it's a good video, like it inspires you and excites you, and you want to try what's being shared in it. If that's the case, then bonus, because that's going to give you a lot more content that you can write. And, I mean, because on that single blog post, you can say, okay, I'm going to implement this for the next 7 days. Day 1, here's what I did, blah, 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 blah. And these are the results so far. I'll see you tomorrow. And then the next day, I mean, you can publish that. And then the next day, day 2, okay, here, you see what I'm saying? And so you can create just this massive blog post that people are going to love to read. And you didn't have to like, what's the word I'm trying to, there's a phrase for like, break your back, whatever. You didn't have to break your back coming up with the content, getting the content. You didn't have to rack your mind or brain. What the Lee? Get it together, kid. All right, so I'm back, and you know what I'm saying, right? It makes your content creation so much easier because you can first give a little preview of the video, like talk about the subject matter. Just be honest. I don't know much about this topic, so I'm excited to watch this video and see what he has to share or what she has to share. And then I'm probably going to give it a shot. If I like what I hear, I'm probably going to put it into action, and I'll document my results right here on this page, right here on this post. Okay? Very simple stuff. And then you share the video, and then you write about it and all that, okay? But what I'm doing is I'm loading up 30 videos first. And then I'm going back and I'm writing like 200 or 250 to 300 words on each one. And as I do that, I'm going to load the link to that blog post into my email autoresponder series. And then from there, I'll go back through one by one and then start beefing them up for SEO. Right? So I'm not starting with SEO in mind. I'm starting with email marketing in mind. And then I'll go back and then elaborate on each one. Okay, and then that'll be 30. Doing 30 posts that way, it might take 6 months to a year to do, and then the next 6 months or a year, I'll do 30 more. Okay, and that's how over time you can build a massive blog. You just have to think long term. Don't think I'm going to do it all right now. But having that, I understand that mentality. If you want to do it all right now. And that's why I'm doing the 30 skeletons first, right? I'm embedding the 30 videos first, and then I'm going back to each one and just writing a little 250-word blurb about the video, probably the intro to the video, okay? So all of this stuff up here, right? I'll write something like that and then share the video and then drop an affiliate link or something under it. And then that'll be that. And then I'll go into my email autoresponder, write up a quick email that says, hey, you got to check out this video, blah, 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 and a quick link. I mean, the email can be that short, like nothing. And then just go in and do that for all 30 of them, load up those emails, and now you've got 30 emails that are relationship building emails, but they're also helpful, very helpful. A lot of these videos are very helpful. These YouTube videos shared by some of these badasses are freaking incredible. Better than paid courses. So I mean, you're sending your list to highly valuable content. And then you just so happen to have your blog monetized to hell, right? And so do that 30 times and then go back and then start beefing them up for SEO, because that allows us to scratch all itches. It allows us to satisfy that urge to do a lot of shit at once and have a lot to show for our efforts. We'll have 30 posts and 30 emails in very short order. That can take you, hell, honestly, that could take you less than a week. It could take you less than a week to embed 30 videos and then write 250 word blurbs and load up a little follow-up email. You can do that in a week. The time-consuming part will be going back in and then SEOing them, making them long, adding images, testing it out, documenting your results, things like that. That'll be the time-consuming part, but that'll allow you to scratch the longevity itch, right? So we've got, immediacy and longevity all wrapped into this process. And so I got off the topic of why blogging is king, but hopefully you understand that the main reason is because it serves so many damn purposes. It's a monetization hub, first and foremost. It allows you to make money in so many more ways than just doing affiliate promos. You do an affiliate promo to your list, they either buy that product or they don't, and there's no other option, right? With a blog, when you have a blog and you're sending your email traffic to your blog posts, even if you're not doing it in every email, but a lot of your emails you are, 30, for example, or 60 if you really want to go with this thing long term, 90, 120, you can do the math. But what I'm saying is you get so many benefits from sending your traffic to your blog posts. First and foremost, you're giving your blog traffic. That tells Google that your blog is popular and that people are digging it. Okay? What else it's doing is it's giving you a place to engage. Blog posts come with comments. Okay, so you'll get some comments. You can have a little bit of interaction if you want to. Pardon me. You can have social sharing buttons, so you can start growing your social followings. And not only that, but like social growth and social monetization, right? I've seen people include like Pinterest pins on their blog posts, and they're like, "Do you like this post? Please feel free to post this pin on your board," or something like that. I'm not a Pinterest guy, so maybe what I just said isn't the correct vernacular. But I think you get my drift, right? There's so many things you can do. You can send them to multiple offers. You can have multiple ad networks. I mean, there's media.net, there's InfoLinks, obviously AdSense, and many, many others. Okay, and you can have them all running on your blog, making you a fortune, right? Just from that email traffic that you're getting. But the email traffic should boost your search engine rankings, especially when you go back in and beef these up. So that's why blogging is king. And then I gave you my personal strategy to go right along with it. I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Click the link below if you don't already have a blog. Go watch Chuck's videos on Authority Platform. Okay, I think it's called Authority Platform, and Authority something. Okay, but I'm pretty sure it's Authority Platform. Go through those videos and set your blog up. Do that before you do anything else. All right, that's your assignment for the day, is to go set up your blog. Follow Chuck's videos. Use the link below this video if you haven't already to go to MOS, right? What we got here? Nah. Okay, and hang on. Yep, we got step 5 here, Authority Platform, and then you'll just go through. And I want you to watch all of these videos and take action as you're watching them. Okay, that's going to help you so much. Seriously, I really want you to do this. I really want you to have a blog. And then just name it something related to your niche. And if you're in this niche, then do not use passive class in your domain. That'll piss me off. I don't need anybody like trying to jack my branding or anything like that. We don't need that. But as a matter of fact, why would you? You should be branding yourself. And I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent, because I'm sure that the thought of using passive class in your domain never crossed your mind in the first place, but just don't do it. You could do PC something, right? PC Edge. I mean, I'm sure that's already taken. Just something, right? Figure it out. What I do when I'm searching for domains is I just try anything that pops into my head. So you could be like PC, and you could be like PC Renegade. That's so lame. But you know what I'm saying? I just think of shit in my head. And then I just test. And if the domain's available, then I assess if I really like it that much. And if I'm cool with it, then I'll grab it. So importance of a blog, building out your site, customizing your blog, best types of articles. You don't have to really worry about this. Well, you know what? I want you to watch it anyway, just so you can get tips, right? I mean, I don't think I've watched these videos of Chuck's. I've watched some of them, so I don't know what his tricks to writing are. But to me, it's easier just to watch the video and write your thoughts as you're going. Not just your thoughts, write out what's actually being said, not verbatim though. Okay, what I like to do is say, like, Ryan says. So in the video, sometimes I'll even give the time. So at about 10 minutes and 16 seconds into the video, Ryan says that blah 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 blah, and he also says blah blah blah, and then if you want to inject your own opinions, I'm not sure if I agree with that, but what I have seen is this blah 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 blah. You get so much content this way, so much content, and then when so much more content if you decide to do a case study of the video. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks for joining me once again. I'll try to make the next video a lot shorter. I know we're at 27 minutes on this one. I just wanted to plant that seed in your head, and I really hope it grows into something tangible. All right, not just I don't want you to just think about this shit. I want you to do it. That's why I want you to click the button below this video, watch Chuck's videos, and follow along with what he says. It's well worth the time investment, and it's definitely well worth the tiny financial investment. Building a blog is so cheap. It's so cheap. We're talking like maybe $50 a year, right? To have a fully functional blog, maybe $50 a year. Okay, and so just go through these videos, set it up, do what he tells you to do, and we'll talk again in the next video.